Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Tyler Perry episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we shall be discussing Ruthless with season 4, episode 8. We got a lot more episodes to go. We got to pace ourselves with some of this silliness. But what do we have going on here? Why is Denzel Washington behind me from Glory? George in the punishment trailer. When the highest came in with that chain and was like, "I'm gonna beat your back," I was like, Denzel, what would Denzel do in this scene? And he got that one tear. Like, oh, shit, like I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna let you know I'm hurt, but I'm hurt. I was like, damn.
Tear.
I was like, Denzel, right there. George took that beating like a man. And it I gotta say it looked legit. I'm gonna say it looked legit. Like the slashes looked legit. Like he jerked when he was supposed to jerk. Like I was like, okay, Tyler Perry. I see you trying to do something right. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna give you 2 points for this one. I was like, he should have been hurt more though. I mean, that kind of chain hit him that kind of bad. He should have been on the ground.
He was just like,
oh damn, brushing them haters off.
What prison time did you do that didn't
nothing
affect you?
I know. I was like, what? Back should have been gone. He should have had to go to the medical bay right next to Lacey and get that shit healed up. Like he should have been all kinds of meat just falling off the bone. He should have broke a bone, shoulder blade, something should have been messed up. But he only had a couple of lashes. But I'm just saying it looked legit. I thought they were going to be CGI, like the CGI Steam. Damn it.
It was CGI, but I mean, considering all the other stuff we've seen.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, you know what, Tyler Perry, I'm gonna give you this one. I'm gonna say, you know what, you put some effort into this. Unlike Malcolm getting a sponge bath with no water. Like I was like, where's the water, bro? I was like, it was a little wet. It was no. To this point, Andrew was more wet and greasy sitting in the punishment trailer than Malcolm was getting a bath. I would say.
Did they bring him new underwear, or did they just sponged off his other areas?
That's not where I'm surprised he was wearing underwear because it is Tyler Perry. So
again, the first punishment trailer scene, he said, "Take off your clothes." I was like, "This is going to go a completely different direction."
So that's the third surprise in this episode that George was not butt dick out naked. I just knew he was going to be right. And that's the other one. I was like, George is getting naked. He's going to get enlightened. And none of this happened. And I was like, wow. Did not see that coming. Boom, boom. Thank you. Thanks. We've been doing this for a while. He's like, I know what you mean by coming, David. I was like, yes. That being said, I also felt like I thought he was orgasming as he was getting hit. Like, not only did he not seem hurt, he almost seemed like he was getting off on it. So I was like, is this some kind of S&M thing? That's Tyler Perry's thing. It's something.
Because when they talked about stealing the money, they was like, go in there and chain them up and do some freaky stuff.
So let's
prison dudes are
wilding, right? So that's the other thing. So now George, apparently Lewis and Jeff, whoever the hell Jeff is, I don't know who Jeff is. I don't know. Has their own scheme about stealing the millions of dollars that they should not know about to begin with. How did they know that it's $1 to $2 or $1 million that they just pulled out the bank? How did they know that? That doesn't make sense. Like Daikon and River are right now counting the money. Only them and Joan are the ones that went to go get the money. So there's no fucking way. Manny don't even know. Manny shouldn't even know how much money's in that thing. So that doesn't make any sense. But somehow these niggas, and I will say that's what now a lot of niggas coming out this dialogue. So these niggas are all of a sudden like, hey, we're gonna rob this place. And again, who is Jeff? And yeah, somehow fucking the highest is on the table. I was like,
in prison.
I was like, yo, he was like, you go there and get that dick. And he was like, nah, that's what's not happening. Lewis is like, I'm not taking no penis. Maybe Manny will take that penis. Let's get River. He loves penis. Like he does love penis, but he's already has a plan of robbing the highest. So, there's that. They mention a they how much money do they want? And I was like, who is they? Like they're doing it for somebody else. Like they're trying to get the money to somebody else. I didn't get that. I don't know, but in their conversation, they make it seem like there's some other group of people. I don't know. That whipping with the chains was titillation for a Tyler. Obviously, it was uncomfortable to watch on many levels. I was like, I don't know what we're doing. The guy's back should have been filled with blood after all them lashes. Yeah, you're right. He's mad hurt. Like he should have been going to the hospital, some shit. But I was like, he was like, you know what? He went off and was like, and then put the shirt back on. Just walked out. To his acting credits, I want to say that I'm serious. When George was talking to the highest, he looked dumb as fuck. Like he was like, Tyler, he's like, highest, I'm here for you. I am broken for you. But when he's talking to Lewis, now he like a street thug coming up with the plan to pull the heist.
Yeah, because as soon as the highest walked out, he was like, you dumb motherfucker. Like,
I was like, this is an actor right here. Like
I was like, is he some type of plant or something? Like, I didn't understand what I was thinking. Like, maybe he's like FBI or something, some military trained assassin sent to infiltrate. Because why else would you be there? You don't believe in none of this stuff.
We say that about Lewis. We say that about Manny until now Manny got his dick cut and all of a sudden he does believe. But now we got all these random former prisoners who just say, I'm just going to go hang out in this commune where I'm not getting paid. I barely eat and I can't have sex until I have sex too. So like, I'm like, until I get plucked in the ass. So I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, again, why are you here? I don't know. I don't. But anyway, yeah, I want to see how far George and Lewis get with their scheme to rob the highest. Maybe they do go try to recruit River. River tells Ruth, and then Ruth snitches on them, and they get beat up and murdered. That's on something like that. Maybe that's how they get this storyline of those characters get off the show, and then they do get beat to death with that chain. I actually rewound that scene because I thought the chain just magically appeared. I was like, where did that chain come from? But then I watched it again. I did. You know, sometimes this wild shit happens, right? So I watched it again.
Like those ropes from behind the sofa.
Remember? I was like, that shit, what the fuck? That wasn't even there. Tyler Perry, what are we doing, man? But like, but he walked in with the chain. So I was like, all right, Tyler Perry, you doing better with detail, with detailing this stuff. River's conversation with Daikon as they were counting the money went a lot of different directions. First, Daikon was like, you're going to get replaced by Aaron. And then the River actually seemed concerned. Like, no, I'm his go-to bitch. He can't. Right. I'm like, what? What? He's like, he can't replace me. I mean, he can have another, but he can't replace me, right? It's like, what? This seems odd.
He wants Becky with the good hair now.
I was like, this is weird. I mean, he's like, come on, man. And then he was like, hey, does he get rough with you too? Almost like he's bragging to Daikon, like, does he put that ball in your mouth like he does it in my mouth? I didn't know what any of this was about. I was like, what are we doing now, River? Are you? And then Daikon was like, this ain't for pleasure. We just do it for the highest. I was like, but you do love the highest.
I don't get it.
I don't know. And then he's like, your life is worth $100 bill. Because if I tell the highest that you stole this $100 bill, you are dead. And River shut up like this. Because he's like, yep, I know you're right. The highest will murder me immediately. I don't know. Again, why would he though? If you his go-to bitch, then I'm saying he probably want to keep you around. He might beat you. I'm saying, but I think you'll still be alive. I mean, I guess.
He was about to chop Ruth and Daikon's head off that one time.
He was also true. So if he can't get off his rocker, let's talk about him with the heroin and Malcolm, because I thought after the fake sponge bath, that went a long time. I was like, 2 scenes actually. He left, came back, and talked to him again. I'm like, what are we trying to achieve here, bro? Like,
I have no idea. Like, is he gonna kill him? Like, what is the point of this scene?
I understand he's trying to test the heroin so he could have some. That's the overall goal. If
give him like a whole syringe full,
that will kill anyone. Like even good heroin will kill you if you take too much of it. Like, and he has to smell good before you give him the heroin. I was like, I guess.
I'm sure all those people stink because I don't think they bathe too regularly.
So that's true. It depends. It depends how Tyler Perry writes the show. How often do they bathe? Because they got those bathing things. Because apparently Zane looks really good in the bathing section. As was discussed. Which, by the way, I don't remember ever seeing her there actually. But whatever. I just remember the glory hole situation, and I was like, damn. Hilarious. Anyway, so Malcolm gets the syringe full of whatever, does the shimmy, and just kind of takes a little nappy nap. So hopefully he'll still be alive. I guess. I really thought, again, missed opportunity for Mr. Perry. I really thought Malcolm was gonna take one in the mouth. I really thought he was gonna be like, how much do you want these drugs? And he was like,
I'll suck your dick.
Come on, just a little bit. He's like, you're all gonna do that anyway. But now you got a reason. You don't need the electric chair. Just let him go through withdrawals. He's already shaking. Like he's like,
He's been shaking ever since he got out the freezer.
He's like, yeah, what happened to all the fucking frostbite he should have had by now? It's like, what? I'm so cold, but now I'm sweating. What are you? Come on, man, get your temperature right. Do something. Shouldn't all these chairlifts smell rank? The highest just realized that with Malcolm, actually. Yes, Marcus, I agree with you. There's a lot of dead bodies, feces at some point. Somebody pissed and shit on themselves at some point. And no one cleans these things out. And somehow you only see one door to like two trailers, but somehow there's a trailer for every single person. Like some, it's like they extend more trailers back there. It's an infinite number of them. Because Oliver's still dead in his, I'm pretty sure. The first elder mother who died in real life, sad to say, her character is probably still there farting.
The mechanic.
And the mechanic is dead as fuck. I'm like, it's just, where are all these bodies, man? I mean, I don't.
Nobody knows.
So apparently the FBI has had this place under surveillance, and they still didn't notice the tractor trailer or whatever that took these kids away. Like they don't know about that. So okay. So this was my problem. All right. So Desiree says Mac is on his way. I gave him a call. He should be here soon. That implies to me that he's already on the road driving. That's what that implies. Then another FBI agent walks up to her and says, hey, there's a fire at Agent Brian's house. There's 2 bodies. We should look into that. Mac shows up with a folder of Brian's emails already. And he already talked to the fucking medical examiner, and he already knows about the fire. So they're already looking into it to see if it's legit or not. I'm like, you were on the road. She already called you. So like, how did you hear any of this stuff? And when did you go back or like, hey, I gotta wait to go? It didn't make any sense. Like this don't make any sense.
This is the same man that teleported from 1987 or whatever year that was. So
oh yeah, for Snowfall.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why he had a hard copy folder and not like the emails. Like these are emails, right? So you can just electronically send them, sir. So the email that he read that conveniently said, I want to kill my wife and kill myself. Are we supposed to believe that Andrew wrote that one before he burned down the house? Is that what we're trying to get to?
Yeah, he hacked into his emails as he set the fire.
All of this happened off camera, so we don't even know. Mm-hmm. It would have been good to see any of this stuff. They discovered the fire before they discovered Andrew's car sitting in that puddle on the street. and before they discovered Andrew walking his dumb ass back to the fucking Raku camp. Like you got people, you got agents all over this little town. You should have found that car and should have found Andrew by now. Or we see Andrew in the woods trying to dodge the authorities or some silly shit. Like, give me something.
You're thinking too much, David.
They at least should have found the car. When Mac arrived at the compound, at least we know when Mac arrives at the compound, at least we know we will manhandle Aaron. Based on the thumbnail. That's right. Which was on the website. There's a thumbnail of Mac putting Aaron in the trunk of his car. That's what Marcus is talking about. Which is on the thumbnail. If you look at this show on BT on Amazon, that's the thumbnail I had behind me a while ago, but that hasn't happened yet. So I'm like, Tyler Perry, get your thumbnails together. But I'm still waiting for that scene. But to your point, yeah, he's gonna take Aaron away for some reason. So maybe that's before he gets raped. But I feel like that's coming. Anyway, let's talk about some logical leaps that has been made with these cops. We said last week, why didn't they bother to figure out what the target of their investigation was doing in town and why he was driving?
Mm-hmm.
This was brought up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we might want to look into this. Let's pull some surveillance camera footage. I acknowledge Tyler Perry's effort to acknowledge that these guys should be worried about what the highest is doing. I'll give you that. My problem is this started with Andrew's discussion. Like, it's like, where is Andrew? What is Andrew doing? Maybe we find the highest, then maybe we'll find Andrew. Like, I just feel like it was like the Andrew, like the highest was like an afterthought. Like, oh shit, that guy was going into town, right? Yeah. Well, how about we look into that too? Since we got the whole fucking FBI apparently running around this town looking for Andrew. Like, how about you figure out what the highest is doing? Who was the guy driving the car? Who was the woman next to the highest? These are all things you might want to look into.
Mm-hmm.
How about Desiree saying, well, he's clean. He doesn't have any warrants. He's on parole, and he has a parole officer who is dead, actually, and has not been mentioned. You look for the parole officer. Any other basic show would be like you contact the parole officer. The parole officer will let you know where their parolee is at and the status of said employment and what's going on. When's the last time you checked in on your employee? What's up?
That's right, because if you're on parole, don't you have to come in? You have to show employment and all that stuff. Maybe take a few drug tests on occasion.
You should not be fraternizing with other former felons. That's also, at least I've seen on TV, like you cannot, because you might end up back doing felony shit. You know what I'm saying? None of this, Lilo has not been acknowledged in any way, shape, or form in his parole officer function. They made no effort to figure out who Joan is, no effort to figure out who Daikon is. They should already know who Daikon is because they were cellmates. So that's public government record. And they should know that. The fact that he's still hanging out with the highest. And somehow none of this is discussed. I guess Sister Bridget forgot to tell the highest about Ruth going to the children's trailer. Yes. And apparently so did fucking Elder Mother. She forgot too. So now she's up there trying to be like, hey, can I torture Lacey and breed her for the next 6 years? What?
Why?
At least, huh?
Why? She still got bullet holes in her stomach. You trying to get her pregnant? Hey, you talking about her titties. I was like, you nasty woman.
Clean her up. You still got bras and bloody bras on and shit. Like, give her a sponge bath. Nobody wants to lay on top of that. That's too much. Like, clean that up. Right? Just hold your nose and work it out. I'm like, no, man. Like sponge her down before we got to do this. But I did like how they had to acknowledge the enlightened men. Like, she was like, only can the enlightened men come down. So they do. Tyler Perry does remember you got to be hooked before you can pass on your seed. River explaining this to Lewis was hilarious. No, Manny, excuse me. Explaining this to Manny was hilarious. What does he's replaced Oliver as the dumb, tall black man in this show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, what's enlightened mean? That means the highest fucks you in the ass. What? Well, thank you, River, because I trust you. Why do you trust River? Like, what about him? He's an authority of ass fucking. I mean, is that what it? I don't like. Why are you trusting him?
If anybody knows about ass fucking,
It's River. But then somehow that's a secret. Like, you did it to over almost 20 men in this place. And you're like, I'll tell the highest that you told me what this means. I'm like, I'm not the only one that knows. So why would he take your word over mine? Like, none of this makes sense. Like, this is not secret. I think Manny is still gonna go to the highest about getting enlightened. If he still looks at Zane, he's gonna be like, all right, the highest, just the tip. All right, just the tip. Okay, because I won't.
Yes, Zane. She's so beautiful. I gotta have her. So I'm gonna take it up the ass just to get access to her. She don't even want me, but that's okay.
So I think
cut my dick up, but whatever.
I think he thinks his dick will work again if he does right by her. Like, I think he said something to the effect of, like, if I marry her,
you marrying me when I told you I don't want you doing right by me.
Well, I'm making an honest woman out of you as a rape victim, which is not okay. I mean, this is not okay in any way. Like, Manny definitely does need to be murdered at this point. Like, I don't like Manny. But also, again, he's like dumb and lovable. I think they're trying to make him dumb and lovable to an extent, like, because he is definitely dumb.
Yes.
Yes. I like Zay. I like
to look at, but he's not terrible to look at. But
I mean, we took off his call. I like, you on the wrong show. Like, you need to be on All the Queen's Men. That'll probably work out better for you. I bet you probably auditioned for that, and Tyler Perry was like, I got another show for you, but don't worry.
You start over here and work your way up.
Mr. Perry's like, I don't let a good looking man go to waste.
No, he doesn't.
I did like
how to pick him.
Huh?
He knows how to pick him.
He does. I gotta give it casting. Casting is tight. Casting, he keeps it right. I gotta say that. River standing up for Zane was very noble. He genuinely was like, I want to protect her, and I thought that was cool.
River should marry Zane just to keep her safe.
Great idea. Great idea. It would be interesting if
they kind of look like sister and brother when they were talking. I was like,
yeah,
look related.
they do favor, as they say. So that would be interesting if they go that route. To save her from Manny, and then the highest says no because you belong to me. And I would find that interesting, and I think in some twisted way, River, the character, I mean, as Tyler Perry writes it, he may take that as, oh, he does care about me because he don't want me. I don't know, but it would. I would like to see that. I would like to see a River marry a Zane because she wanted to get with him anyway.
Yep, she did. He was like,
sorry,
you
baby.
do know gay, right? She's like,
I receive, not give. So that's another thing, you know what I'm saying? That reminds me of that trans movie we watched. Oh, hilarious. Oh man.
Still thinking about that.
that shit was hilarious, man. I was like, damn it. I was like, that trans girl was like, why am I giving?
Did you ever watch part 2?
I'm not, absolutely not. Yeah. I started watching. There's another Tubi movie. I think it's a recent. It's a 2023 one. The P-Valley season 2. The guy who killed himself. Big
light skin.
Light skin. Mm-hmm. He's on a Tubi movie. Playing the he's a hitman married to, and his wife is a secret serial killer. And they don't know it. And I was like, what?
Stop it. I'm serious.
I was serious. No, I sent it to you. I actually started watching it. I was like, this is hilarious. I was like, I got to just go. I was like, this is a TV show. You can't do all this in a movie. So, like, apparently, anyway, that's another review. I'm sorry. I'll send it to you. We got to put that on the list because I was like, this is ridiculous.
It's Tubi. Like,
it's not right, but the production quality is decent. I get, like, for what I've seen, some other stuff I've seen, Some other stuff I've seen, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let this slide as a professional movie. I'm like, damn it. But I
Two beers.
well, I mean, so man, anyway, we still got the dirty
That
deed.
guy was running and he fell, and they didn't even cut it out the movie. I was like, what?
Oh, I was like, is that what that's supposed to be? Right? Like he wasn't supposed to fall. Was that what he wasn't supposed to fall?
I don't think so. I think he fell, but they just was like,
Fuck it.
keep it rolling. We only got like 20 more minutes on his iPhone battery.
I see. I thought anyway. We're getting off track. Well, I did see the clip. I was like, anyway. So I thought maybe he was supposed. The character was supposed to get killed because he laid there for a while. And to your point, they didn't say cut, and he just got up.
Right.
So I was like, oh, like you're supposed to be dead. No, you're dead. So don't move. Anyway, it was hilarious. Anyway, that's another thing. I'm sorry. We get off track, Marcus. Excuse me. And who else was watching this? Tyler Perry's better than that. He's better than a Tubi movie. I will give him that. So a little bit. She said a little bit. So we got again. We got the highest popping up, like a specter, in the middle of the trailer as Aaron somehow finds his wife high as fuck, waiting for her next drug infused meal. What's up?
Oh, there's a 3-hour window they have to eat in order to keep the high going. Because remember when they first got to the place, they were supposed to keep everybody high and happy.
Every day.
But nobody's high and happy anymore. So what happened? Is that only for new recruits?
Tyler Perry forgot. That was a whole storyline. That like right. He forgot. Now it's only you get there, you're drug induced, and then you just give up in life, and then you just stay. I guess I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on with that. But yeah, but apparently they're on she is on a feeding schedule, and now they have some kind of scientific measure that says you got 3-hour window to get your next fix. Before you realize what kind of one she don't want to leave anyway. She's there because she wants to have a baby, so you don't have to give her drugs. Like she willingly wants to be there. You need to be trying to give Aaron some drugs, so he's the one that got some kind of sense. So it was like we need to get up out of here. But if you keep Laura, you have Aaron. So that's the leverage. So drugs is not really needed in this situation. I would say. But it's just funny. It's funny to watch, I guess.
Well, this she has clothes on now.
Very true. So a lot of men stayed clothed. No one got raped or molested. I was surprised. Maybe Tyler Perry is waiting. The cops made some type of legal leaps logical legal leaps when it comes to trying to figure out what the highest is doing. Are they gonna find about all the money? Probably not. But
I don't see how that could. $1 million+ were drawn from various banks in one day.
That should raise flags. That should raise all kind of flags, as we discussed. Something about that. Oh shit! I was going to say money pulling out the bank. Cops.
They said something about the car fits the description of a stolen vehicle.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Rolls Royce was been there since the beginning, really. But apparently that matches the description of some car that they're looking for. I don't know that's going to come back to anything. But they were that's on the list of suspicious activity. Yeah. Was it Joan?
What happened to the escape plan?
Which one? Who's?
River, Joan. I guess so. Because they were just waiting on the money. The money's here.
Well, yeah. So that plan is still in motion. So like they just got to figure out. Like I think $1 million is enough. So you should be able to take this money.
I would hope so.
So I mean, but remember, Ruth was like, "I need millions, or I'm gonna be broke in a week." And I'm like, "What?" So what? I think again now it's the kids. Now it's where the kids at, and she can't leave without her daughter.
She never gave a damn about that kid.
No. Also, I mean, we never saw this on camera. So all of a sudden they had 7-year-olds with AK-47s or whatever the fuck. I'm like, I don't remember any of that. So I don't know what intel they got. Hey guys, they showed a picture of Tyrone when Desire was talking about cults in episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. The highest. She said, you know about top. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about Daikon. They didn't show a picture of Daikon. They showed a picture of the highest after the other two mass murders, religious leaders. But they Ruth mentioned Tally's daughter too. Yeah. Last episode.
Don't care about that.
She don't give, I mean,
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck. But
But the guys had a good point. Like, these guys got $1 million. We got all the guns. We got a truckload of guns. Like, what's the problem?
I don't understand. We can just get the money and leave. Also, what happened to all the snipers they had patrolling the road? That you saw what happened to Oliver. It did not work out for him. I mean, it would be nice to see the kids again, or at least know what happened to them, or whatever. So I don't know what's going on with that. I would like to Lilo. This would be a good time for Lilo to at least his backstory to be brought up as the cops. Thank you. It took me time to figure it out. Neither Mac nor the sheriff still have not called the highest or Daikon to tell them a new FBI crew is here, has taken over the police station, and they're investigating you. That still has not happened. So this is kind of critical information that the highest and crew need to know. Particularly since you saw.
I guess Daikon's cell phone.
Yeah,
his magically works.
Even though Andrew doesn't. Even though he was talking to him. Damn.
What? I couldn't get the signal as I'm talking on the phone.
But you talked to me, bro. Pretty good, pretty well too. I didn't hear no problem. George took that beating like a G. Yeah. We were talking about that. Stacey said it was CGI. I mean, I hear you. I watched it again on TV. It looked legit, but again, Tyler Perry, he's done worse. Again, the fake steam on the pots, the shower steam going into the shower, not out of the shower. I mean, we've seen some silly shit. The body that fell on that car and all the Queen's men. Damn it! Like Tyler Perry. Nah. Attention to detail is not his thing. Often. He just keeps that stuff moving. I thought Daikon and the highest found out when they got shot by the police and FBI. Oh! I thought Daikon and the highest found out when they got stopped by the police and FBI. So no, they recognized that they were there. I hear you, but the fact that they didn't, I don't think they said we're FBI. They said they were looking for Andrew, for the record. They said they were looking for Andrew. So it's still not acknowledged that, this is all about you, that these people are here for you, highest, and they may be tracking Andrew. That's what I mean. And that's a big, that Mac is no longer in charge. That's important because he was leading the investigation, so therefore the highest was secure and that sort of thing. We still haven't seen the highest and Marcus interact. Max. We haven't seen. No. We haven't seen the highest and Mac interact. To see, just like we finally saw the sheriff, because I didn't believe the sheriff was involved, and then he just magically was. That being said, where is the woman that was giving him mouth love? She's still running around free. The one who drove away.
Still waiting on the toothless lady.
The teethless lady has never reappeared. We don't know who Jeff is, and his role in this heist, and how that's going to work out. It's just silliness, right? It's all right. We'll keep on going for another almost 20 episodes. Yeah. Fuck a writer's strike. Tyler Perry's going to be all right. We'll keep the silliness going for 22-ish episodes as we stretch this thing out. That being said, I didn't think we were going to see this much of the FBI as it is. So I'm impressed that Desiree is more involved, and her partner. Just got to see where it goes. Aaron will be fine. He's caught with his wife, but he'll be fine. I don't know if Aaron is going to have a ball in his mouth anytime soon. Hilarious. Hey! Remember when Daikon had to watch Ruth have sex with the highest? I want Laura to have to watch fucking Aaron getting enlightened. Not just watch. Laura's like, baby, I want a baby. So you need to give yourself to the highest so he can heal our bodies and give me a baby. I want her to be like, you need to take this penis. And he's like, all right. For you, baby. For you. And fucking Rivers just sitting up there with a box of popcorn, like, oh yeah. Put the ball in his mouth, highest. Put the ball in his mouth. You know how you do it. Come on, baby. Oh, that's just for me? Oh, that's just for me. Oh, I'm sorry. That's our special thing. That's our no. I want Rivers to be like, no, highest, no. Well, you don't get rough with me. I don't know. Again, one point he's an abused, butthole. The other point now he's like, a side chick. Now I don't want to get replaced by another side chick, which is always hilarious to me. It never fails when the side chick is like, I'm special, but then he got another side chick, so I ain't that special. I was like, well, you weren't special to begin with, bitch. I mean, think about it. Anyway, I'm sorry. My bad. That's another video. We talk about that tomorrow. we will talk about that tomorrow. We talk about Derek Jackson's silly ass wife. Oh man. Shit. I was like this. Oh man. Have y'all seen this stupid shit? Oh shit, that bonded woman should have shut her hell up. She just stopped with that video, bro. That's a train wreck. Oh, I can't wait for Bravo to give her a show. I need Bravo or Hulu to give her a show. BET. I need BET Plus to give that woman.
The Bonnet of Salvation show.
Oh, every Sunday. The bonnet sermons. She just sits up there sharing the word. Ignorance. Anyway, no, sorry. We'll do that tomorrow. Stacey sent me these videos like, Dave, you see this silly shit? I was like, what are you talking about? It took me a while to get to it. I was like, this is silly. Oh, never mind. This really is silly. Damn it, why you got me watching this? How is Lacey supposed to put on that red uniform when she's handcuffed to the bed? Marcus, facts. That made no sense to me. You throwing it on her. She only has one arm. How the fuck she supposed to put that on? And then she's supposed to get ran through for 7 years. What's the point of putting her clothes on her in the first place?
Exactly.
Like, just don't clean her up. She's still wearing the stinky bra. Eventually that period is coming because she ain't pregnant yet. That's gonna be a whole other mess you gotta clean up. She probably pissed and or shit on herself at this point. So like there's a lot of things you gotta get done. She is not ready to go. Ready. Also, at some point, Ruth is gonna have to give birth to something. And that's not the new baby of the highest is due when? Next week, next month, something like, I mean, it's like that needs to be a thing. There should be a calendar like counting that down. And yeah, again, where is Bridget? Sister Bridget. I don't know where the fuck she at. I don't know. Anyway, Sister Bridget has not been acknowledged again, but the baby has not been acknowledged. So there's a lot of things going on. We don't know we don't know how time works in Tyler Perry world. All this could be a week. This entire show could just be a week. I don't know. Damn it. As long as are y'all telling me I'm losing my mind? Yeah. Elder mother. She's like, are you trying to tell me I'm crazy? That's not my glass of water. That's your glass of water. No, it's not. It is not. Why are you telling me these things? I was like, what the? How about I don't know? I don't know. I'm still strapped to a bed. I got shot 15 times. I'm still bleeding. I don't know where this glass came from. This ain't my business. I'm trying to heal and get ready for all these. Oh, River convincing Zane to convince Marva to let her help with Lacey is not a good idea, because as soon as she does that, then Marva's gonna figure out it was Zane that was in there with Lacey. It won't be that hard to figure out.
And then Zane will murder Elder mother.
Yes. I told you, bitch. She be smiling the whole time. Like, fucking. Oh man,
did you see it, Lacey? You saw I killed her? Huh?
This is her head. I found her head. Look,
she gonna chop her head off and start walking around with it.
I told you, bitches. Manny, you're next. I just knew she was gonna cut off Manny's dick and just beat him with it. Just like hilarious. She's running around.
Shove it in his mouth.
Just right. Cut off the dildo, stick it in his mouth. I want Manny dead with a dildo sticking out of his mouth like that's his penis. Hilarious. Tyler Perry, don't act like you haven't thought about that. You know you have. No, you have. In honor of Pride Month, hilarious. Sorry. Hey, wait. I feel like we should do a review of that dude. What's that girl's name? That lesbian? What's her name? Janae Monette, some shit.
Janelle?
Yeah. She got her new tour or whatever, like her video, like she like out there. Have you seen it yet?
I heard about it. I didn't watch it.
It looked wild. I was like, I'm gonna check that out.
It's always been about the girls.
I know, but now she's like for real though. She like no, like legit. I was like, I don't know. I was gonna watch that video with lights off. But like, see what happens. Like, all right.
You watched it at the gym, did you?
Oh, I did. Oh, good on you. Good on you. I still have not seen that. I'm looking it up later. I agree. I can't stand Manny. It's a lot going on. Rakadushi. Is that the name of the video? I'm kidding. All right. That is it. So yeah, we got Yellowstone. We got From. We're gonna do Derek Jackson's wife video tomorrow. We're gonna do Spider-Man, the animated movie. We're gonna do that tomorrow. We're gonna talk about that. Chris, Jamani, and me are gonna do that one. Jamani said saw it. Chris saw it twice. I fell asleep a couple times, but you know I'm old. It's a good movie. I was tired. I didn't sleep well last night. Terry was falling asleep too. I was like, damn it. I was like, babe.
Is it on TV?
Oh no, it's in the theater. We went to the theater and saw it. It was like 2.5 hours.
Sleep, right?
Huh?
In the theater.
Yeah, she was like nodding off, and then like I was trying to hold it together. Like it's a good movie. It's just long as fuck, and I'm like, we just been up. It's a lot of things going on, but it's a good movie. It is worth seeing. It's worth seeing. I was like, yeah, better than any live action Spider-Man movie, I'd say. But anyway, we'll talk about Miles Morales and crew tomorrow too. I see your face. You don't remember the animated movie, like Spider-Man the animated movie a few years ago? If it was on Tubi, I knew you watch it.
No.
I'm gonna see that serial killer movie. I'm gonna see that. What I was just talking about. I'm gonna see that movie. That's hilarious.
Oh, great.
It was tickling me. Those cushiony theater seats get you sleepy. Yes. They are very nice seats. And they're like leather.
Food and get the itis and get to sleep.
So we have popcorn. I have popcorn and a Slurpee. And maybe an icy. Excuse me, a $6 icy. I was like, fuck. It was a $9. It was a lot of fucking money. Next time, I'm bringing the Sprite and sticking it in Terry's purse, and that's how I'm doing it. I'm just gonna be like,
go.
I know, right? I was like, wait.
Wait, what?
Wait. It's like that's not how I was gonna finish that sentence. Thank you. But I see you wrote Same Sheet of Music though. That's Ruthless season 5, episode 1. Zane is gonna have a few things carried out in some places. We'll see what happens. Anyway, we'll see. That's how they get the money out. Joan is gonna carry the money out
in her cooch,
in her butt. You got more room. It's a finite hole. You know what I'm saying? The first one. So, but the other one, room. Anyway, I'm sorry. Thank you guys very much for watching. I don't know if you're coming back next week. I was just playing. I don't know. I'm sorry, my bad. We go a different direction. I gotta get some hibachi. I'm doing too much stuff. Well, I thank y'all. Stacey, I appreciate you for putting up with me.